Last time on Trusted Renovations, homecoming. Jennifer and John finally turned the blood, sweat, and tears into smiles. The big Trusted Renovations project evolves into a place they call home. But it wasn't an easy path. Today, we'll look back to some of the highs and lows of this complete renovation. Plus, we revealed the real costs of each and every project, from basement to roof, inside and out. If you're looking to renovate your home, we have the research solutions for you.
This is the story of Jennifer and John. It's our story, turning this 1970s brick ranch into a 21st century home. 25 projects, 25 contractors, top companies creating a total renovation. It's shingles to foundation, plumbing to pool. It's a classic and stylish transformation, and you get to see the actual costs. This is Trusted Renovation.
Welcome, everyone, to Trusted Renovations. I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell.
And I'm Gina Townsend.
If this is your first time watching Trusted Renovations, you're in luck. Today, we're looking back on the entire renovation and putting real prices on these projects.
Well, from the foundation to roof and everything in between, our team of talented contractors came together and turned a 1970s ranch-style house into a 21st century energy-efficient home.
This all started with Jennifer and her dream of finding a forever home.
Dale, I'm so excited. I want you to see this. This is everything I've ever wanted. A ranch with a little bit of land. Can't wait for you to see it all.
Well, you've been talking about it for weeks.
I know.
I can't wait either.
I know.
So what do you think, Dale? Is it beautiful? Is it everything I said, isn't it? It's gorgeous. It needs a little bit of yard work. We can rake this up. Seeing as it needs a light or two here. And we can blow the leaves off the roof and fix the broken wall down there. There's not a lot to do. Isn't it beautiful? I'm so excited.
Jennifer,
What?
this needs a lot of work.
Hey, maybe not a lot. Just some cleanup.
A lot of work.
Oh gosh.
To begin our masterpiece, we needed to clear the existing palette and prime the canvas. Priming our canvas means preparing Jennifer's home for use, from shoring up the foundation to raising the roof. Let's see what it takes and how much it costs to mend the bones of this broken home.
Not only will it wear out the wax seal, but it'll create a leak under there and rot the wood. Here we can see that in the past there have been some water issues in this home. And from the ground, you're not going to notice that one. So here we can see where all that water in that valley, where they tried to make that patchwork instead of a proper repair. You know, and that's what good inspectors are for.
Next, it's time to start applying the shingles. We use pneumatic air nail guns. This makes roofing a lot easier to apply the shingles. It has a limited lifetime warranty for 50 years.
Expose the underside of the footing this column is placed on, what we call load-bearing strata, or soil that's capable of holding the weight of the house.
This old filter housing has an accordion style filter, and that's going to provide more airflow inside the house. So if you've got it set to 72, it's going to be 72.
Once it's done, you can see how much dirt and debris has accumulated in your system after years without cleaning.
A craftsman measure everything down to the smallest millimeter to ensure an exact fit. Precise measurements also safeguards a snug fit, which ensures better energy efficiency, and because they are energy efficient, they can save you a significant amount on your utility bills.
And because we're creating a bioefficient system, the septic waste is going to be pushed into a series of underground tubes or chambers, where it can then soak into the ground effectively, creating a richer soil content.
The good thing about this is, since the gutter is guaranteed never to clog, you're only flushing water through there.
Designed to keep your house cool in the summer and warm in the winter. A radiant barrier can reduce the absorption of heat into your living space by as much as 98%. So here's the bottom line. The cost to prepare this canvas and make it ready for Jennifer and her family includes for the home inspector to come out and provide a written and digital report on the condition of the house. The cost is $450. Repairing and replacing the roof, including the breezeway, soffits, and fascia board, the total cost is $23,000. But remember, That's a roof that's guaranteed to last Jennifer and John's lifetimes. Shoring up the foundation around the garage. The cost is $6,000. 28 custom designed and installed double-paned vinyl windows. The cost is $11,158.56. 2 new HVAC units in the main house and an additional one in the guest cottage cost $5,992 each, for a total of $17,977. A new tankless water heater costs $4,000. And duct cleaning with Biocide from R.S. Andrews, the cost is $1,510. Replacing outlets, rewiring for high-speed internet and modern appliances, plus bringing the entire electric grid up to code, the cost is $4,500. Rerouting the septic tanks, testing the soil, installing a sewage injection line, the grand total is $9,378.95. Let's not forget the LeafGuard gutter system and solving the home's drainage issues. The cost is $7,500. Transforming this 1970s energy crisis into a 21st century green machine with radiant barrier and blown-in insulation in the attic, the cost is $9,800. The total cost of the essentials to make this home ready to live in is $95,274.51.
When you remodel, no room in the house deserves more of your attention than the kitchen, except maybe the bathrooms. We can take you step by step so that your finished kitchen is a huge leap forward and your bathrooms are pure bliss.
Trusted Renovations is sponsored by All Phase Home Services.
I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell. My investigation shows home energy savings begins with all-phase home services. From blown-in and spray foam insulation to a solar-blocking radiant barrier, All-Phase delivers real solutions to slash your utility bills.
We're committed to providing you energy-saving solutions and great customer service.
I've not only done the research, I actually installed a radiant barrier in my home, and my power bills were cut in half. Start saving today with All-Phase Home Services.
Your car's transmission has 800 pieces. That means there are 800 things that could go wrong. And when something does go wrong,
there's only one place to go, AAMCO.
We're the transmission experts with over 50 years experience rebuilding and replacing transmissions. AA, MCO.
I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell with TrustDale.com. Lots of shops claim to deliver. My research shows AAMCO is the hands-down choice for transmission repair and total car care. I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell. I've done the research. For professional garage door installation, repair, and service, you can trust National Garage Door. Reliable and convenient, Gwinnett Cobb is now National Garage Door. Same local owners, same great service, serving more people. Ready to upgrade? Come to their Lawrenceville showroom to check out their huge selection of custom metal and wood garage doors. Plus, it's all backed by my Make It Right guarantee. Call National Garage Door today. I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell with TrustDale.com, and this is my home. Like a lot of people, I used to climb my roof twice a year and clean out my gutters, until the day I nearly fell off. No more close calls for me. So I did what I do. Investigated covered gutter options, compared price, quality, and guarantees, and hired LeafGuard. I could tell you why LeafGuard's one-piece patented system is the best value on the market, but I'd rather show you at LeafGuardResearch.com.
Welcome back to Trusted Renovations. After a home is completely renovated, you want it to feel like it's an amazing piece of art, ready to be framed.
But you need an artist to put it all together. That's why Jennifer and John brought you in, Gina. They needed your artistic stroke of genius, get it? Especially in the heart of the home, the kitchen.
Well, thanks, Dale. I'll take that as a compliment. It's true, you know, you need more than just high quality and functional. You also need some style, and not just in the kitchen. The bathrooms too, even though they do the dirty work for your family.
So, she's right. When you compose the kitchen and baths into something special, you'll appreciate the beauty and the value added.
In Jennifer's kitchen, we decided to go with a light natural stone to match the cabinet colors.
We want to make sure we do everything we can to create great new floors. Good-looking floors aren't enough. They must be 100% structurally sound.
The next step is to spray the primer on here.
Using a paintbrush, Lisbeth applies a light coating of the brown paint to each door. Jennifer decided on a brown glaze for these cabinets and add the new hardware and handles for each door.
A custom sliding barn door from Apple Valley Farms just gives so much character to this country kitchen. Plus, look what else he's bringing into the breezeway. It's a table. That's a special piece for Jennifer and John to gather around for morning coffee and afternoon tea.
This is something that really needs to be put in any bath or shower system. This tile is made of a porcelain material and has a really modern look, but doesn't clash with Jennifer's French country style.
We used a spray primer that will keep the rust from coming back.
We just had to place down all of our tiles and into the shower. We went with a specially designed glass tile for a nice accent, and it really paid off aesthetically.
That's what Jennifer was looking for, something that was very elegant, but also simple. But at the end of the day, there is a ton of glass. That's 52 square feet of glass.
That's a lot.
One thing you remember is the higher the sheen, the easier it is to clean. Foyers and formal living room and places that you look at but really don't go in a whole lot because it does hide all your wall imperfections.
So here's the bottom line, the cost to create just the right composition in the kitchen, bath, and throughout the home. Let's begin in the heart of the home, the kitchen. For tear out, redesign, installation of new appliances, custom island with granite surfacing and granite countertops, refurbishing the wood floors and installing new ones in the formal dining room. The cost is $26,536. For keeping the existing cabinets but applying a faux finish to get that French country provincial look, as well as the painting of the beams in the sunken living room, the price tag is $5,600. For that beautiful barn door on the pantry and the custom table in the dining area, $3,500. Let's talk about hardware and lighting, combined for the kitchen, master bath, 2 guest baths, and powder room. That cost is $9,700. Speaking of baths, master powder room, senior-friendly bath with 0 entry, the guest bath where we retiled around the tub and on the floor, updating cabinets and all, plus quartz countertops and all the glass shower doors. The cost is $26,533. And let's not forget the fresh coat of paint throughout. The cost is $6,419. And some carpeting in the living room for $2,600. The grand total for this grand composition of the kitchen, bath, floors, and beautiful custom features, $80,888.
Jennifer and John like to sit on their front porch, and they love watching their grandkids play in their backyard. So even when they're outside, they want to feel like they've created something very special. What does it take to turn your landscaping into an oasis? Well, that's next on Trusted Renovations.
Our air conditioning went out in the middle of summer. It was hot, it was sticky. We went to trustdale.com because they do real research, and we decided on their recommendation, which was R.S. Andrews. They gave us an offer, and it was exactly what we were looking for.
I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell. Look, there's a right way and a wrong way to hire a heating and air company. For more research solutions and to see how they fixed Megan's problem, visit rsandrewsresearch.com. I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell. I've done the research. For honest roofing service, you can trust ARAC Roof It Forward. Customers not only get an excellent roof that exceeds industry standards, but with the Roof It Forward program, ARAC donates a portion of every dollar earned to help fight childhood cancer.
They did our roof, our gutters, they did a new dormer on the front of the house, and we had a wonderful experience, and I would definitely recommend them to my neighbors and friends.
Roof It Forward today. If your dream is to join the business world, ICT can help make it a reality. I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell. I've done the research. Interactive College of Technology's business management program will teach you the skills to be successful in starting your own business or discovering ways to create a new department in an existing company. Learn sales, marketing and management, e-commerce, and human resources at the Southeast's only 2-year program. Find out more by contacting Interactive College of Technology at ict.edu.
We had a clogged toilet one weekend with a house full of company. We couldn't fix it, so because TrustDale.com does real research, we went with their recommendation with Superior Plumbing.
770-422-PLUM.
Your masterpiece doesn't stop with your home square footage. What about the rest of the property? From beautiful hardscape to thoughtful tree pruning to choice plants and shrubs and a touch of paint, Jennifer and John's home is a showstopper. They can't curb their enthusiasm now that they have so much curb appeal.
It's a beautiful piece of property, a lot of nice trees. There's some concerns I have though. There's a lot of deadwood in the front trees. It's right out at you can see the decay. It's called root bulge. It probably is grown on a rock. I'd say the whole job might take a day and a half.
Because if you were to leave it as it is decaying, now you're going to have termites and bugs and everything else. So that is one of the reasons you don't want to leave a tree stump, especially so close to the house.
We're on site today to do some tree preservation, slowing down the growth and the elongation of the leaves to use up all its stored carbohydrates and starches, reducing the stress on the tree.
So here we are talking termites, and our goal is to get 100% barrier all the way around the perimeter of the home. It's not an airborne product. So what Brandon is doing here is digging us a trench, because that's where we're going to put our product. So you can't neglect looking at your insulation because they look like perfectly round holes. That's a telltale sign of flying squirrels.
Jennifer had her own vision and a team of people to help her. This included some hardy dogwoods, assorted pines, and English laurels.
Priming of surfaces that were put up. We checked all the caulking, we did some scraping and priming. First of all, airbrush equipment's not always appropriate, but on wide surfaces such as sidings and eaves, there are tremendous advantages.
You know what we tell all the people, and they kind of get a laugh about it? Fence isn't a couch. Once it's in, it's in.
Yes.
So it's really important for you to decide exactly where it's going to go. Because the last thing you want to do is start having very, like where it starts and steps up. We want it to flow with the terrain.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So let's do the numbers. To turn Jennifer's yard into a backyard oasis, we had a lot of groundwork to cover, so to speak. First, we removed trees that were threatening her house. Others were thinned out, and stumps were ground down. The cost, $2,500. To do emergency tree preservation care and pruning on a whole lot of trees, the cost, $12,940. To seal up holes to keep critters out, spray for termites, and regular preventative pest service, the cost is $1,385. Landscaping the front yard, including design and installation of plants Jennifer bought, costs $1,256. The 8-foot-high perimeter fence, including 2 custom wooden gates, resetting the black wrought iron entry gate, is $10,878. Add a fresh paint job to the home, garage, and guest house, including the eaves, shutters, breezeway, trim, and doors using premium paint. The cost is $5,000. The total value of transforming the landscape around Jennifer's home, $33,959.
Remodeling your home is such a huge project. There are so many tiny details you must pay attention to. So next on Trusted Renovations, the little things that can make big differences and truly make a house your home.
Trusted Renovations is sponsored by All Phase Home Services.
I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell. My investigation shows home energy savings begins with All-Phase Home Services. From blown-in and spray foam insulation to a solar-blocking radiant barrier, All-Phase delivers real solutions to slash your utility bills.
We're committed to providing you energy-saving solutions and great customer service.
I've not only done the research, I actually installed a radiant barrier in my home, and my power bills were cut in half. Start saving today with All-Phase Home Services.
My husband and I were falling asleep when we heard a scratching noise in the ceiling above my bed. I knew it was squirrels. So I went on TrustDale.com because I know they do real research, and I went with their recommendation. I called Breda.
I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell. I could tell you Breda Pest Management is a rock-solid, family-owned company that delivers, but their competitors claim to be great too, whether it's true or not. The difference is I've done the research, and you can see it and how they solved Marnie's problem at BredaPestResearch.com. I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell with research solutions about retirement planning. Joining us is Phil Calandra of Calandra Financial Group. Phil, lots of folks don't understand the difference between fee-based planning and commission-based planning. What's the difference?
It's a very good question, because in the financial services industry, there's a couple different models. Your financial advisor is either going to get paid a fee for advice, or they're going to get paid a commission for selling you something.
Do you have a preference?
Absolutely. We're a fee-based advisory firm, and we want to be transparent. The client has to know what they're paying and what they're getting. If they're not getting value, they should fire their advisor, right?
I agree completely. What's a fiduciary?
Yeah, fiduciary is someone that has to legally put the client's best interest ahead of their own. It can't be the best interest of the firm, can't be the best interest of the product company they're selling. It's the client's best interest all the time, legally.
Ask your planner if he's a fiduciary. If you'd like to learn more about Calandra Financial Group, you can visit them online at TrustDale.com. Welcome back, everyone, to Trusted Renovations. I'm Dale Cardwell.
And I'm Gina Townsend. Our home renovation is finished. Well, almost finished.
That's right. Let's not forget about Louie, the dog. Jennifer and John sure didn't when they added a few small touches. And then there's the new luxurious pool. How did that turn out? It's time to sign this masterpiece and make it their own with these last custom details.
As part of the plan to make it accessible, MC Stair built a couple of steps. The crafted iron spindles make these hand supports both strong and beautiful. It's time to start staining. Using stains, you can achieve just about any look and color that you like.
What we're doing now is we're applying a secondary color. We started with a Malay tan, now we're using a translucent brown.
Concrete Craft applies an epoxy sealer to make sure it's going to last.
Once we started inspecting the fireplace in their living room, we realized it was just decorative. With great attention to detail, we shape each and every stone to ensure a custom fit.
A reputable company like Bell Cabinetry will help you with a design plan so that you know exactly where the shelves should go to use all of that space. But Bell won't cut corners. You always get the highest quality materials.
You know, what can I do to the front of my house that'll set it apart from anybody else in the neighborhood? There's a product out there that can do that. It can transform that old door into that beautiful double door.
You can add a stone facade to just about any surface, both inside and outside your home. There are no extra preparations needed. It can be directly applied. Then they will use a soft bristled brush to sweep the dust off the stones, and there you have it. The facade is complete.
It's like your personality. If you're not active, you get an active dog, it's going to be like a bad marriage.
Using the leash as a steering wheel, it looks like they're off to a good start. But keeping Louie in check takes consistency and a commitment from Jennifer to stick to the training methods.
I didn't say pet him. Hey.
Well, everyone will slip up once or twice.
The hidden or underground fence is growing more and more in popularity. Inside the collar, there is a small radio receiver. So when Louie gets too close to the underground wire, the radio triggers and gives off a small static shock.
Come. Okay. Stay.
I do like to forewarn people, we are going to break some eggs to make this omelet.
Much of the pool's interior is shaped by hand. This too is done the same day.
And then we shoot the shell. That day I do like to have the homeowners there because that's a spectator sport. It's fun to watch. It dries quick. When they're finished, they walk out across the steps.
PebbleTech is a finish that provides a slip-free surface designed for durability and to protect the bowl from dings. While the shell dries, the decking begins to take shape. Wow! So what does it cost to put the final touches on an already beautiful home? Let's start inside the house. For the custom stairs that take us safely down into the sunken living room, the cost is $900. For custom concrete staining in the basement, the cost is $1,800. Converting a decorative chimney into one that really works, along with cleaning out a second existing chimney, that's $15,319. For the master walk-in closet and building out 4 additional closets in the home, the price tag is $9,300. Heading outside, you need to go through this beautiful weatherproof front entrance door. We're looking at $4,895. Walking down the custom stairs adorned with stones along the entire retaining wall. The cost for that job is $9,800. Let's not forget King Louie. The cost for his doggy door and personal ramp, on-leash training, and the hidden fence, that is 4,400 bucks. bucks. And the coup de grace, the custom in-ground pool with all the touches to ensure a fantastic sunbathing experience, totals $57,480. Tag on the cost of a pre-move cleaning of the home and a professional moving company, that's $2,800. And here's your total, rounding up, $106,700. That was a mouthful. Here we go, the number we've all been waiting for, right? The final cost of this complete home masterpiece. To prime the canvas, add in the composition, create a beautiful background, and finally sign this piece of art with John and Jennifer's signature details, the total investment is $316,821.51.
Is that it?
Yep, believe it or not, this huge project is finally complete.
Well, can we do it again?
Be careful what you wish for, Gina, because we just might.
Well, don't tease me, Dale.
Okay, but if we do, I will know who to call first. Thank you, everybody, for watching Trusted Renovations. I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell.
And I'm Gina Townsend.
For more consumer news we can use and segments of Trusted Renovations, you can always visit us at trustdale.com. Goodbye, everybody. I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell. For years, I've seen too many good people burned by bad companies, so I did something about it. Visit my free consumer website, trustdale.com. There, you'll only find companies that have passed my 7-point investigation and honor my Make It Right guarantee. Need a great service? You'll find it free.
Trustdale.com.